Okay guys, this is for the orange and blue belts, working on some combinations today. Then we're going to work on a single grab, and also we're going to work on today a little bit different, elbow drill. So feet together, back straight and bow. Ugh. Before we get started, I want to just go through a student creed that we have up on the wall. Only one section of that student creed. So we're going to read that to you, and I would like you to remember it and even say it with me if you can. All right, follow with me. I will use my skills for defense only and never bully. I'll read that again. I will use my skills for defense only and never bully. That's number 3 of our student creed on the wall at our dojo. All right, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do today is we're going to do a push-up. But I want you to grab an item like I've got down here. I'll just reach out and grab it. I'm just got my punching glove. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in a push-up position. And from here, I'm going to lay it to the side. And here, I'm just going to drag it from left side to right side. All right? So what I'm doing here is trying to maintain my weight with my arms. And I'm going to reach through and push it across. Instead of always just going up and down, similar to a plank, but an upright sort of plank position. All right, let's do 10 of these for a start. Everybody, if you want to, you could do as many as you like. You know, if you like to do 15 or 20 or more, all the better. All right, so I'm just giving you the technique. It's up to you, and then you could go faster than me as well. So again, up in a push-up position. I've got the glove to the side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. All right, let's get rid of that. Next drill we're going to do from here is I want your feet together, sort of like this. All right, so our sit-up is going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to put my hands in a sort of like a diamond shape. All right. So I leg my legs out to the side like this, and my knees out to the side, feet together, hands here, and I'm looking to the ceiling right up there. And I'm just going to crunch like that. So push my hands forward, and just a small movement. And I just want to squeeze these abdominal muscles here as well. So we're not actually sitting all the way up. I'm only coming up with a small part of my back. All right, so coming up a little bit, and then back down again. Let's do 10 as well. And then we'll get on and we're going to do some star jumps from here. So let's do 10 of these. And again, if you can do more while I'm talking, you might want to get started. All right, here we go. 1, make sure you're breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Just remember, keep your hands up, and we'll get out without using hands. So I'm going to tuck my leg in here, and then I rock up. Kneeling position where I'm nice and strong. Got my hands up to protect myself, and then stand up. All right, can we, from here, we're just going to do some star jumps. All right, feet together, back straight. Let's do 15. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, very good. If you need a drink, quickly grab a drink, then come back. All right, so let's do some stances. Bowing stance, preparation stance. So remember, hands out in front, not in close, out here. So if you're looking at a screen straight ahead, see my hands are sort of covering the knot of my belt. Up on the toes, turn out. I just push my feet out a little bit further to my shoulder stance. All right, the outside of the feet, nice and straight, inside pointing inwards. Chest up, back straight, knees bent. Working on your balance, gripping the floor with your toes. Very good. Now working bear stance we work on. So make sure your heel toe forward, and you notice that the width of my stance didn't change anything. All I did was move 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. What's the difference between both of them? You should tell me that by now. All right. So from here, bear stance. Straight back into a fighting stance, hands up. Today I'm going to concentrate on combinations, alright? So I'm going to do 5 combination drills, alright? So the first one we're going to do is just a jab cross roundhouse. So I've got my list in front of me here, so I want to make sure I keep up with the list what we're going to do. So from in here I'm going to do a jab cross, roundhouse kick, and then straight back, alright? I'm just going to try and make sure I put my foot back with the roundhouse in the same spot each time. I don't really want to bring it behind and get off balance. So that's what I want to concentrate on today. Up to you. If you want to make sure you're punching straight ahead, that's good as well. So if your punches are moving out in different directions, try and work on something. Okay, let's go through our drills for today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Number 2, we're going to do a hook, uppercut, crescent kick. Hook, uppercut, crescent kick, and back. Hook, uppercut, crescent kick. Now when you get a bit more experience with the uppercut, so the idea is go hook, and then bend down, uppercut, and then crescent kick. Alright, so hands up everybody, let's do 5 of those. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Good. Okay. Number 3, we're doing a crescent kick off the back first. So crescent kick, back fist, side kick, and back. Crescent kick, back fist, side kick. Some of you guys really like this drill. So make sure I've got some space. Hands up, fighting stance. You're ready? Here we go. 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right. Next one we're going to work on is some elbows and knees. Round elbow off the front, rounder for the back, knee. 1, 2, knee, and back. Here we go. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I'll just make sure I get back a bit for a bit more room. Next one we're going to do is a high deflection. Side kick. All right. So I'm going to do a side kick after my front leg, and then we're going to do high deflection. I'm going to move to the side kick, karate chop. All right, knife hand to the back of the head. All right. So we step to the side, high deflection, which we're going to do shortly in our hand deflection type of drills. Lift up, side kick, and chop. Are you ready? I hope so, because we're going to start counting to 5 right now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hope you got it. All right. At ease. All right. So basically what we're going to work on now is some footwork and some deflections. So basically what I have here is I've got a cross pattern on the floor. So that's a direction that I want you to work on. So we're going to work on 4 directions, and we're going to work on 4 deflections. All right, from our hand deflection drill. This will just give you a bit more, more of a concept into our deflections. Okay, so it just gives you, and also working on our self-defense. So ideally, I've got my fighting stance over the middle of this here, and my attackers coming forward. They could be coming forward. They could be going back. We want to be able to move forward and backwards with them, but also move left and right for them as well. So my fighting stance for a start, and then we're going to do some footwork first. Then I'll start adding in the hands that I want. And then I'm going to come at you with certain techniques that I want to simulate what you're going to do to defend. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to move forward and then back. And then I want you to go backwards and then back. Now I'm going to move to your right and then back. Your left and back. Forward and back. Back and back. Right and back. And left and back. Forward and back. Back and back. Left and back. Left and back. Let's do it again. Forward and back. Back. Your right and back. Your left and back. All right. Now, let's work on the deflections that you're going to work on, and then I'm going to give you the attacks that we're going to work on to associate against you, and then you can use the deflections. So first one we're going to do from here is I want you to do a double deflection from here as you step forward and then back. Double deflection and back. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and back. Now, if you need to go to your right, all right, so you're going to do a step, high deflection, and back. Again, step, high deflection, and back. All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to move to your left side, and I want you to use your center deflection of your leading hand. Center deflection and back. You notice that I'm moving the leg that's closest to the side. I'm not moving my back one, I'm moving the... So keep an eye on the footwork that I do as well. All right, so let's do 4 of these. Here we go. Center deflection. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last one, we're going to step backwards in the leading hand. I sit down and do a low deflection and back. Step back, low deflection and back. You can lean back a little bit if you want to as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're done. All right, so you're ready. I'm going to come with you in an attack for the front. So I'm going to do a double hands, and you're going to bring one hand up, one hand in, and you're going to deflect the double grab. All right. So the first attack would be a double grab from here, and you're going to use a double deflection for that one, and then back. All right, let's do 3 of those. So here we go. 1, double deflection. 2, and 3. All right, now I'm going to move to your right side, and this time I'm going to just throw a punch, and you're going to move to your right side and do a high deflection. So from here, you're pushing my arm across. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do a jab punch this side, and you're going to move to your left and do a center deflection to my arm. So in, and then you're pushing my arm to the side. 2, and 3. Now what I'm going to do is going to throw a kick at you, and you're going to move backwards, and then you're going to parry it and step back. All right? So I'm going to come up and then just going to kick, and you're going to make sure you parry that kick. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and back to the start. So let's go through a few of those. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that sound? So here we go. 1, double deflection, high deflection, slip backwards, center deflection, double deflection, slip backwards, step to the right, high deflection, and step to the left, center deflection. I hope you've worked those out, working on this cross pattern, all right? Very simple footwork and hand techniques against those simple attacks. All right, so thanks very much. We're going to work on some self-defense moves now. Today we're going to work on our self-defense move. So if Mitchell's going to grab me, so you see his hand sort of in the middle of my chest. So I'm going to use this hand here, I push it to the side, which stretches my shirt open a little bit, which is okay, because it allows me to swing my arm around and hook onto his arm. All right, now you can see how his arm is bent here. So I'm going to bring my hand through, and I'm going to clap hands, and I want to keep turning this way, because then it puts some pressure on, and then I can use my hand as a chop. I can use it as an elbow from here. So it's just a restraining type of move from here. From a different angle, so it grabs here. So push, I bring my arm up, and then I want to bring it around. And if he bends it, this is good. So now from here I can turn, and I get into this position. Allows me to chop, elbow from here. All right, so we've got a restraining thing here. If I want more pressure on it, I just push him into more. So you can see him bending up from there. All right, thank you, Mitchell. So that's working on our self-defense from here. Okay, so what we're doing is push, arm goes up, around, trap, twist. All right, so again, we push, because if they're holding onto the gi or a shirt right in here, if they grab hold of it, so we're going to push, arm goes around, and lock in, and turn. Just like you want to do an uppercut. Allow this hand to come around and then do a chop, elbow, or you can just walk someone out in that position. You can hold your hand up if they go to throw a punch at you. All right, so that's our self-defense today. Just to finish off our session, we're going to work on our elbow drill. Elbow drill is not something you need to know right now. It's something that you'll need for the next group when you start working in the greens and above class. But today is just a special treat, so we're working on our elbow drill. So it's one of the harder forms to pick up. So we're just going to cover it quickly today, and something you can practice at home, all right? Since you're learning elbows. So preparation stance, straight back into a fighting stance. So the drill consists of a lot of movements forward and spinning around going back, all right? So we're working on 4 elbows, and starts off with a round elbow off the front hand first. So all I'm doing is round elbow first. That's number 1. Number 2 is an uppercut elbow off the backhand, and then I'm going to use the same elbow and pull it back, and I'm going to bring it overhead. But as I bring it overhead, I'm going to step into a shoulder stance momentarily, and I'm going to slide my leading leg back and then thrust. Then I'm going to face up the back again and go the other direction. I'll do that from the side view shortly when we start working it a bit more. So fighting stance, so round elbow is number 1. Number 2 is uppercut elbow. Number 3 is an overhead elbow and step through, start to spin and thrust. So we should end up in your fighting stance if you've done that correctly. Once more before we go from the side view, fighting stance, elbow drill, round elbow, uppercut elbow, overhead spin and thrust. And then we go back the other way. So let's do it from this direction. I'm going to go across and then come back. So preparation stance, fighting stance. All right. So I'm doing a left-handed and then I'll do a right-handed. So round elbow, uppercut, overhead, spin and thrust. Now I'm right-handed. All right. So round elbow, uppercut, overhead, spin and thrust, and back to the start. Then step up and cover. Now I'll do a right-handed for a start when we're starting off. So fighting stance, hands up, round elbow is first, elbow drill, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, left-handed now, 2, 3, 4. And then step up and cover. All right, that completes our elbow drill for today. All right, so listen carefully. Make sure you listen to each technique and the footwork. All right, keep the elbows nice and sharp and make sure you're focused in the right direction. So hope you enjoyed the class today, everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody feet together, back straight, and bow. See you soon.